And let me start off by saying I do not think this is the end of the bull market just yet. Um, this is what I have noted in some of my premium reports, that the stock market has been in this runaway move. Every correction has been pretty mild. They're all about the same magnitude. And then the problem with these runaway moves is they usually end in some kind of a crash or mini crash, and you want to make sure you're out before that happens. So here was our clue. We are out. Every one of these corrections, especially recently, has held the previous resistance zone. So like here was resistance, the correction held that resistance zone. Another rally corrects. This is the resistance zone, now becomes support. So again, no indication that the end of the runaway move is in progress. And then the character change. So right here, on this day right here, we closed below this support. That was the signal to get out of our, I've been advocating the tech, the QQQ. That was our signal to exit the tech sector, which we've been in since May. We got in right as we were coming out of this daily cycle low. So we exited right here, and now we're waiting for that cycle low. Back to the S&P, and it looks like we're in the crash scenario, which is how these runaway moves almost always end. That doesn't necessarily mean the bull market is over. Usually these little mini crashes at the end get recovered pretty quickly, but it does mean that we're getting close, I think. So I've been hesitant to try and call the cycle bottom because the McClellan oscillator just wasn't getting oversold in here. So even though we're getting really late in the daily cycle, without the McClellan oscillator getting oversold, just didn't really feel comfortable trying to call a bottom anywhere in here. So we're still on the sidelines. We're still waiting. As of today, though, the McClellan oscillator is getting oversold. So I don't know that this would be the end of the crash scenario today, but I think the FOMC meeting on Wednesday is a potential trigger event that we get our bottom, and I think the Fed's going to have to panic since they were not able to rescue this and push the market back up into that FOMC meeting. I think they're going to panic. I think any talk of tapering is going to come off the table, and I think we're probably going to get a pretty violent move back out of this little mini crash scenario once this is over. And I still think we need a parabolic move in the tech sector before we can get a final bull market top. But I do think we are getting close. If this turns out to be an intermediate cycle low, which it looks like it's going to be, then I would think that the final bull market top is going to occur somewhere during this next intermediate cycle, and I would guess sometime between December and March of next year would be our final bull market top. But like I said, I just don't think this bull market is going to end without that final parabolic move in tech and that final bubble phase.